Let me ask you one question. Have you ever been stressed? I'm sure that your answer is yes, because stress has now become a common part of our lives. From kids to adults, there's almost no one who isn't affected by stress. But when I say this, a few of you might ask me, what about Zen monks living Zen lives without any stress? Well, yes, they don't look like they have any stress at all. But why do monks have no stress? Might be one question in our minds. The answer lies in our minds too. One way, which is also the most effective way, to combat stress is mindfulness and meditation. You might think it's overrated because everyone's like, meditation makes you immortal, it gives you Jedi powers. Well, this is all definitely an exaggeration, but what meditation can do is pretty impressive when we consider the fact that it's all about taking some time out of the day, relaxing, and focusing on our breath. Doing this for a few minutes every day can reduce chance of heart disease, stroke, decrease blood pressure. Whoa, that's a big list. Now, that sounds like something made up, but trust me, if you understand the science behind meditation, everything will start making sense. Soon, meditation won't seem overrated, but completely rational. That's why science is enlightening. Understand anything about meditation? We must first understand how it's performed. Meditation is simply when you sit in a relaxed state and taking deep breaths while focusing on them. Meditation and mindfulness is all about maintaining focus and attention on a particular thing, not allowing the outer surroundings interrupt you. Now you can combine this extreme focus with chanting sentences in your mind, such as "May I be happy," to train your brain to pursue happiness in whichever situation of life. It's one of the many good things about meditation. It's versatile and can bring about many desired results based on the way it's done. Now that we know how meditation is done, let's delve deeper to know how this affects our brain. When your body is normally supposed to be at rest, not while in deep sleep though, just lying down idly on a bed, the default mode network of your brain is activated. The DMN is just simply your brain wandering off to random things even when it's supposed to be at rest. Just think of the time you wanted to sleep but your thoughts kept you awake. That's DMN. Continuous activation of DMN can lead to ADHD, schizophrenia, and even early development of Alzheimer's disease. But by training our brains to retain focus on one particular thing, we can decrease unnecessary activity of DMN. DMN has connections with posterior cingulate cortex and anterior cingulate cortex. The PCC has been implicated as a neural substrate for human awareness. The ACC is also involved in certain higher level functions such as reward anticipation, decision making, impulse control, and emotion. Without meditation, there is increased activation of default mode network, which increases deposition of amyloid beta. Amyloid beta is a peptide that is found in concentrated levels in neural synapses when it forms from the breakdown of amyloid precursor protein by beta secretase and gamma secretase. The breakdown of a protein to amino acid is called proteolysis and is performed by proteases. Amyloid beta plays a major role in Alzheimer's disease. Amyloid beta molecules can combine to form flexible soluble oligomers, which are called seeds. These seeds are toxic to nerve cells. Such seeds are produced when there's a continuous activation of DMN, which can lead to its disruption. Since DMN is connected to memory formation, disruption of it causes Alzheimer's disease, which is a no-brainer. Since all of this sounds really complicated, let's talk about Pokemon. Imagine you have a Pikachu that you did not bother to IV train. It went berserk and cut down all of the squiggly looking green things. And oh no, they formed into Tangela and it used sticky web and muddy water. Now Pikachu lost. It's really mad at you because you did not train it. Now imagine yourself as a trainer and Pikachu as your brain. If you only did train it, you would have nice connections and communication between you and you wouldn't have lost. Meditation is something like that. It's training your brain and increasing the connections and communications between your brain, which is yourself. Research has shown that continuous practice of mindfulness and meditation can lead to higher concentration of gray matter in hippocampus, PCC, and inferior temporal gyrus. These areas relate to memory, regulating emotion, sense of self, and perspective. There's also been a small increase in the volume of hippocampus in rigorous meditators. Research has also shown that meditation can increase pain tolerance. When 13 Zen masters and 13 non-practitioners were exposed to equal degrees of painful heat, functional magnetic resonance imaging revealed that the Zen masters had lower levels of pain in their brain when compared to non-practitioners. Meditation is essentially like a workout for the brain, which strengthens connections between parts that are responsible for higher attention and focus. Training the mind to live in the present and to not focus about things from the past or future can help decrease cortisol release. A research done by scientists from Johns Hopkins University showed that meditation and mindfulness helps alleviate pain, anxiety, and depression up to a degree of 0.3, which is the same as using an antidepressant. Politicians such as Tim Collins to Google, Apple, Target, and even schools, everyone is starting to be aware of how efficient meditation and mindfulness can make us, as meditation decreases stress and increases attention, focus, and memory. It can decrease many stress-related diseases from psoriasis to depression to Alzheimer's disease. I encourage you to search for more of its benefits, but before you do anything, why don't you just take a few minutes after this video, sit back and relax, taking a few deep breaths while focusing your mind on them. After you do that, carry on with your work, but I'm sure your brain will be refreshed and ready for anything. And you know, just a word, brain to brain, we are cool, so let's make ourselves cooler through meditation and mindfulness.